All right, 8:48 with President Donald Trump back in the Oval Office. He is attempting to make good on his campaign promise to cut down the size of the government. Those changes could have a large impact on our region. USA Jobs says 15% of federal jobs are right here in the Metro D.C. area. Joining me this morning to talk about that impact, Professor Terry L. Clower. He's a professor of public policy and the director of the Center for Regional Analysis at George Mason University. Professor, thanks for waking up with us this morning.
Yeah, good morning.
So Trump ordered workers to return to the office. What are some of the immediate impacts that people can expect, especially here in our region?
Well, I think as some of these workers, and of course, understand that many of them were already working in the office, some days of the week. So it's not like a massive exodus back into the city over what we've seen currently, certainly more than we've seen since the beginning of the pandemic. But we will see more people coming in, which means that I-95 and 66 and 395, all of our thoroughfares will have more people. We'll see more people on the metro trains and presumably more business for some of those restaurants and retailers that are there in the district.
And D.C. Mayor Bowser also wanted to see workers back in the office. So is there an effort for kind of common ground here?
Well, I think the issue becomes one of employee retention. The federal government has to work to retain employees just like any private business. And hybrid work has become one of those things that employees, quite frankly, have come to expect just because it gives you flexibility in your day, deal with childcare issues, whatever it might be. And so I think there will be some balance moving forward. And keep in mind that, the wording of the order gave managers still some leeway.
And speaking of leeway, about 46% of federal workers, they're eligible for telework as part of the collective bargaining agreements. Do we expect unions to take action, or have we seen unions take action?
Well, we've already seen the unions talk about taking action, and I think they will. There is no apparent legal authority for the president to say we're going to set aside things that are under contract. So, for example, the Social Security Administration workers received, the ability to telework in a recent agreement that was signed by President Biden. However, I think it's important to also recognize that of that, say across the country, about 900,000 federal employees who are eligible, they spend about 61% of their time on average in the office, according to the Office of Management and Budget. So it's not like these folks are all just sitting at home all the time. They're already in the office on average just about 3 days a week.
Professor Clower, thank you so much. We'll definitely see how this all plays out as this year continues. Thank you for waking up with us.
Thank you.
All right, 8:51 is your time. Stay with DC News Now. We'll be right back.